All right, we're going to be talking about the Greek gods and goddesses who live on Mount Olympus. We already talked about Zeus. I remember that Zeus, after battling his father, and his brothers and sisters, um, became the rulers of Mount Olympus. Then, and Zeus is a king, and he is a god of the sky. He chose the sky, his weather, thunder, lightning, law, and order, and he carries his lightning staffs in one and a scepter in the other one. He can also carry a staff called Aegis, which does thunder. Now he is married to Hera. Hera is his sister, and you know what? They don't get along a lot. In the beginning they kind of got along, but then after a while, not so much, and they both tend to cheat on each other. Poseidon is the next big three. He is the brother of Zeus, and he got the sea. He got droughts, earthquakes, and created horses out of sea foam. He's known as the Earth Shaker. He rules one of the three big ones. He goes the sea, which is a pretty good one too. He carries a trident and looks like an older man, usually with a white beard. And he has a horse and a dolphin are sacred to him. Now Hades got not so great he got the underworld, and he's never been happy about that. Even though he's one of the big three god, and he did get a realm, he didn't get the greatest of realms. So he's always kind of jealous of Zeus and Poseidon. He has all, but he also gets all the Earth's wealth, like gems and precious metals. He it, he does also have that drinking horn from the goat. Remember, um, and it's like the cornucopia we call it now, where he could actually that one will give you anything you wish for, like to eat or to drink. And look at this, he has a pet three-headed dog called Cerberus, and he has a screech owl. Now he's married, and now Zeus is married to Hera. The other ones don't have. The other three don't. Other two, uh, Hades and Poseidon, do not have anybody married to them. They didn't take a wife. But they figured like, hey, there's a king, there has to be a queen, so they gave Hera Zeus's sister. Um, and they're jealous of each other. Like she always thinks he's out and about, not and not paying enough attention to him. She's a goddess of marriage and women, and she has a lotus tip staff. And then she's a goddess of marriage, even though Zeus is always trying cheating on her. That drives her really, really mad. And any kind of kid he has, like without her, she's always mad and try to vengeful and try to make their lives not easy. Her sacred animals are a heifer, the peacock, and the cuckoo. So she wears the peacock feathers here in honor of one of her guards, which we'll talk about later on in monsters. Ares is a god of war, bloodshed, violence. He is moody, cranky, and he just goes into war full out with military strength. He does have skill, and his animals are the vulture, venomous snakes, and dogs and boar. Now he always likes Aphrodite, and Aphrodite likes him. She is a goddess of love, beauty, and pleasure, and she got married to Hephaestus because Zeus said, she's so beautiful that she needs to, and he needed to make it up to Hephaestus, the blacksmith god. So he made her marry him, even though she doesn't love him. She always likes Ares too. These two, Ares and Aphrodite, they kind of look like they belong together, but she got forced married to Hephaestus. She's beautiful. She has like the scalloped shells and a wreath, and she has a dove and the sparrow. Now this is Hephaestus, the blacksmith god, and he is the son of Hera. And when he was so ugly, it was Hera, and again when she cheated on him, on Zeus. That when he was born, he was so ugly, she tossed him off Mount Olympus, and he hurt his back, and And but because he's a god, he lives. He can build anything. He's got tools, and his sacred animal donkeys, the guard dog, and crane. Now this is where, because of what Herod did to him, um, Zeus thought it would be like we should make it up to him by giving him Aphrodite as a wife. His name in Rome is called Vulcanus, which is Vulcan also, which is how we got um, volcanoes, according to them. Apollo is the god of light. Now he has a son. He is the sun, and he's a son of Zeus, not from Hera, and he is a god of healing, medicine, things like that. Um, he can do poetry. He's just like arts and stuff like that. And he has a twin sister named Artemis. And they both use bow and arrow, and he's always seen playing this little instrument called the lyre. He has lots of animals as a sacred: the roe deer, the swan, cicadas. Now this is his twin sister, Artemis, the goddess of the hunt. She's associated with the moon because this one's the sun, this one's the moon. Again, she's the daughter of Zeus and Leto, which is not Hera. And Hera didn't like that, and so she can't marry because of that. And she has like deer as one of her sacred animals, bear and wild boar. But she's going around and she hunts, and she has a pack like followers of young girls who she teaches to hunt. Now Athena is the goddess of wisdom, intelligence, smartness. So Corinna, she's so smart. She was born right from Zeus's brain. There one day she just came out, and that's how she was made. He just thought of her, and boom, popped out full of armor, everything like that. And she goes into battle too, but not with strength as much as what wisdom. She'll have strength, but she does it smart. She's in tactics. She'll plan it out. Her Athens is um, her city named after her patron city. So Athens, Athena, and her symbol is the olive tree, which is for peace. She said peace is more having peace is smarter than having war. Where Aries would just say, war is better. She's also seen a lot of times with an owl, which is the smart. The owl is the wise old owl, even though today we know that owls aren't very wise. They kind of thought that they were, and so she's associated with an owl. Demeter is a goddess of grain, harvest, and growth. She's life cycles of plants. She'll be like an older woman here, and she will have grains in her hand. She also has a cornucopia for food and as her symbol, and she has pigs and snakes. Now, here's an interesting part. In Rome, they just changed her name, said it was Ceres. And that's where we get the word cereal from, these grains right here, cereal. Dionysus is known as Mr. D and the Lightning Thief. He's the god of partying, wine, festivals. He has a pine cone tipped staff and a drinking cup. He's also associated with satyrs, who are like they're half goat and half human. So the bottom part is goat, the top part's human. They're boys. And animals sacred to him are dolphins, serpents, tigers, and donkeys. And in Rome, he's called Bacchus. Hermes is the god of travel, and he's a messenger god for the gods. If you need a message, instead of sending a text, you had to send him. And he's also the god of thieves, writing, athletics. So you'll see a lot of times the symbols of those little winged feet for cross country, because the running really fast. He is again son of Zeus, but not Hera. He got Maya. He also guides people to the underlife. So when you die, he'll take your soul there, according to to Greek myths. He's handsome, athletic, and he has wings on his helmet called a traveler's cap, and he has wings on his sandals so he can fly around, and he has the caduceus, which is a symbol of medicine. Um, and so right here, he'll have two snakes around a winged staff. And if you ever see that, for doctors and nurses took that symbol called caduceus. He's Mercury in Rome. Hestia is the goddess of hearth and home. You don't see her too often, and she's all one of sister of Zeus. So she's one of the big big original Titans that came out. And but she kind of gave it up to just say, "Hey, I'll just chill out in the back." She's hearth, which is fireplace and kettle, cooking and stuff like that. But I think she gave her role up to Dionysus. Now there'll be two videos to watch and a brain pop. Now, brain pop, your code to get in, your username is going to be county line, all one word in lowercase, one, no break, and then brain pop lowercase. Okay. And then you can go into the one that is, let me see if I can get here. Here's a county line one and brain pop, and then you can do your which Greek god are you? All right, good luck.